Hey guys, it's your cousin. Welcome to the 53rd stream of Wonder Wednesday. Now today we're going to be doing some Bloons TD6 as well, I said I would on the schedule. And also, you know, it's been a bit since we actually streamed it, since the Wednesdays have been getting canceled due to IRL stuff, so I thought it'd be a good chance to. Yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoy our content today. Leave a like if you do, a dislike if you don't. Alright, let's get into the stream. Oh my god. A balloon stream? Those aren't real. Balloon streams don't exist. Who could have ever seen this coming? I mean, I guess if you looked at the post on YouTube with the stream schedule, I guess you could have imagined it would have happened, but I mean, let's be real, I've been skipping out on Bloons streams a lot because of shit getting in the way IRL. Sure. Okay. I decided I wanted to continue go for black borders on the beginner maps. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, and that's it. That's the thought process. Since there's clearly no events going on that I know how to do, I've never done bosses. So I'm not going to be doing that. So we're going to be continuing our black border grind on every map. Hopefully we'll get there eventually. Full metal jacket might be necessary. Man, I've been having a lot of fun with the content we've been doing lately. That's why I'm like, even though we've done everything in Grounded 2, I'm just like, man, I want to play more Grounded 2. I think what I'm going to be doing on Friday's stream is just like build a base, or continuing to build the base, you know, gather some resources. I guess we'll probably end up fighting King Dozer and probably losing, let's be real, because I am not good at the game. I'm sure you've noticed. So King Dozer is definitely going to be tough. Okay, there is also, yeah, the secret version of this map that has, like, the two paths going out of each eye. I'm not going to be doing that. That sounds, frankly, like a terrible idea. So we're not doing that again. No, that sounds awful. There we go. Okay, bouncing bullets. So now we're pretty set, honestly. Been a while since I've done chimps. Oh, hiccups though. So that'll be a little tough, I imagine. More hiccups, help. Oh god. And I still feel the way I do about Powers Pro, where they need to be more readily usable in, like, some events and stuff. Like, one of each. I think that is fair. Because otherwise you're like, people are never gonna be able to use them if they're like those high tier players that like only do chimps and only do leaderboards events, you know, that can't use it. There we go. Get a helpful sniper for the Moab. We're going to be saving up for the deadly precision. Going top path with this one. Then we'll probably get a bottom path eventually. I mean, probably honestly, literally right after this one. There we go. Ha! A pour! No! Man, I'm not gonna lie, I am kinda, like, exhausted for some reason. Don't know why. I woke up tired. And I've remained tired. But I will keep streaming strong. I mean, I'm having a good time. Even if I'm a wee bit tired. There we go. Okay, that should help a lot. My coffee is not even helping because it is some leftover coffee from yesterday, and it kind of just doesn't taste like anything. Which is kind of boring. But I guess I'll deal. So we're probably going to be going towards Elite Sniper next just because it's helpful and money is good. And you know, I guess I'm understanding why they're trying to get rid of, why there like isn't any money abilities. And it is specifically because of like chimps, because they need abilities that would be helpful for chimps, and money abilities literally, what the hell's happening out there? Are literally like useless. Family's doing something out there. I don't know what they're doing. So I wonder if they are going to change the sniper ability at some point to make it like more chimps friendly. I could see it. Man. Yes. There we go. I'm debating getting more money, but I'm never really someone to do more than one tower of a path. Just, I don't know, it's this weird thing that I have. Or just feels kind of weird to get more versions of the same path. I don't know why. I mean, except for like chimps. Chimps is where that part of my brain like turns off, because it's like you kind of need to not have that part of your brain on for chimps. Like specifically. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm very sorry if you can hear it. I am yawning a lot. I'm weirdly tired. However, I'm having a good time. I feel great otherwise. Other than the yawning. Honestly, I'm pretty sure we don't need any more towers. Like, I'm 100% certain this is all we need to win. Except for, like, upgrades. You know, a few of those. Yeah, it's handling 63 like a dream. Holy. Bro, I want to stop yawning. I'm like, again, I'm weirdly tired. I don't know why. Okay. Brush my mic, I'm sorry. I was rubbing my eyes and brushed my mic. Because of the, yawning. I'm like, that thing where you yawn and then you, like, tear up afterward? That's what's happening. I'm just like... The sniffling is just because I have bad sinuses. Also, I guess kind of the yawning thing is part of that, too. It is kind of interesting, right? How, like, sometimes when you yawn, it's like your body's emulating crying in a way. Like, it makes you tear up and you sometimes get a little sniffly. You ever notice that? Human body's weird. God, this glue gunner is so strong. I can't wait for the glue Paragon either. Honestly, Paragon's I'm most excited for. Glue and Sniper. I honestly can't wait to see it. Actually, hell, every Paragon's going to be super cool. Yeah, those two are definitely going to be the ones I'm looking out for the most. I'm honestly actually very interested also, I guess, in Dartling Paragon. That sounds really interesting. Like, how the hell is that going to work? I kind of want a Dartling. Can I fit it in? Oh, I can. I know I said I didn't need any more towers, but just because I don't need more towers doesn't mean I can't place more towers. Okay. Because I like having a bads. Oh, I'm so honestly that makes me like go like, man, what is the Dartling Paragon gonna be like? Is it gonna be like, multiple layers of like laser, or maybe it's alternating laser missile, or something like that? I feel like them getting rid of the buckshot is well, except for like the multi-layered thing is, I think, the kind of obvious thing. Like, I guess they could keep the buckshot with, like, a buckshot of missiles or something, but that would also kind of be, like, the, middle path ability where it shoots out that, like, storm of rockets, so it would kind of be referencing both paths. I don't know. That sounds interesting. The Paragons are so cool, because it really does just always feel like the culmination of, like, how they like how they view that tower, I guess, in a way, how they view each path. Yeah, sure, why not? And so I really like Paragons. I think they're just probably one of the coolest things they've ever made, just because it's like the combination of all three paths in such a creative way usually that like you maybe wouldn't have expected. I do feel NG is slightly lacking. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have felt like NG is kind of lacking, because, like, there's not really bottom path. Like, there's kinda bottom path. Like, yeah, they have two guns, but that's kind of like the extent of bottom path NG. God, I hate half cash. What if I just, like, secretly place down an Insta-Monkey when no one's looking? translation, look away. I'm not doing anything. Wow, how the heck did he get a turn 3 cross sharpshooter? Crazy. I don't know how he does it. Sorry. It's like a wizard or something. Must be a master at this game. Any other things I have? I like keeping one of each. It makes the collection feel real, even though they're like, you don't have to do that. I'm like, I don't care. I have to do that. Who cares, right? I can do what I want. My game. Puppy! My god. This little guy. And I actually got the puppy because I did do this event. I'm sad. I hope they actually bring back the stuff from the events at some point, because I've always hated that kind of in games where it's like you fully miss out on something. Has always felt icky to me. I mean, I know currently, even though I've said like I love Four Souls, that is something that they've done technically, because even though Edmund did say at one point that they would release the unboxing cards as an expansion. I have a ping on Discord. They haven't done it yet. But it's like... But he hasn't done it yet. And I think it's just because, like... He hasn't... Well, I know he wants to take a bit of a break from Isaac, and he has been taking a break. And he did say the next expansion would be, like, with an art book, like, Kickstarter. And I'm cool with that. I mean, I hope he does it. Because, yeah, I also feel like it would be cool if, at least mechanically, the unboxing of Isaac cards came back. Especially now that there's unboxing of Mugenics. You know, this is like making it so now there's even more cards that I guess you need to add to an expansion at some point. Because we know they're going to do an expansion eventually. They have to, right? They still haven't added Blue Baby as a boss. They haven't added... I mean, I would argue they haven't added Ultra Greedier, because I think they should. I also feel like with Ultra Greedier, they had a chance to add it when they were doing the anniversary pack, but they didn't. Because, like, for Afterbirth Plus, all they did was the game crashing and the game getting patches. And I'm like, but you could have added, like, Ultra Greedier as, like, a boss or something. Where, like, say he has, like, 16 health, but he retains damage between fights. I don't know. Could be different and interesting, I guess. I don't know. I guess that might not be super interesting. Like, maybe you could add more to it. Like, maybe also not just 16 health. Maybe he's got, like, 8 health because of the D8 thing, but when you enter combat with him, depending on how much money you have, he has more HP. I don't know. But then we retain the, he keeps damage between fights. I don't know. I think that would get a bit problematic, because that would be like, if, say... would that mean just every time he fights the same person, like you declare an attack on him, you have 10 cents, he gets 10 extra health. Let's say you deal 8 damage, it goes to the next player. and that player has like 3 cents, he gains 3 health, and, you know, etc., etc. That wouldn't really work, honestly, because if we get back to that player with 10 cents, would he get 10 more HP? That sounds a little rough. I don't know how I feel about that. So that probably wouldn't be it. I mean, it could be interesting, but that would get really complicated to keep track of. Actually, I kind of like it, because it forces players to decide when to attack him. It's like, you don't have to declare an attack on him. You have to be strategic about it. You have to make sure you don't have, like, any money, so that you don't give him any more, like, health counters, you know? Also, you know, it benefits the player, like, cards that have abilities of, like, counters do something on bosses, because health counters are still counters. Any specialized counter technically counts as a standard counter, because it's a counter. And of course, it would do the same thing for enemies. Say there's like an enemy that's like, for each counter on other monsters, it gets fucking +2 to hit, or +1 to hit. Now Ultra Greeter is like impossible to hit because he's got 1,000,000 HP. I think it'd be interesting. And you know, to keep it a specialized counter, it would probably be like gold counters or something, because those already have things. I mean, it wouldn't do anything different for enemies, but you know, it'd be a way to use gold counters again, I guess, because he's gold. I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing ideas. They don't have to make sense. Yeah, you're right. What's wrong with an imperfect setup? It's called playing the game casually. I ain't no fucking Ultra Chimps player. Well, they were just insta-monkeys that I placed down for support because it's half cash and I didn't feel like suffering through half cash without some insta-monkeys. And it just didn't feel like upgrading them because I was placing my snipers. That's what they're doing. They're cannon fodder for the snipers. They're there to be the sniper's moral support. It doesn't matter, I mean... Again, it's casual gameplay. You don't need to, like, be super good at the game. I mean, I just want to get through half cash, man. You're telling me half cash is fun? I think people who think half cash is fun... Oh, I forgot to put that on strong. We're gonna pretend I didn't forget to put that on strong. People who think half cash is fun need to be put in a psych ward. I guess that's fair. Yeah, they made a sequel to Torture. Exactly. Or from the deflation. True. I guess, you know, deflation on any beginner map is, like, really boring, because that's the one where you just, like, make a crossbow master with very quick shots and then go, like, alright, cool, we won, everyone. So I guess that's fair. I guess the challenge of deflation is try to be more creative than place a crossbow master. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Again, the challenge is trying to be more creative than the best combination. Oh yeah, because they gave Blazing Sun a pretty good buff, right? So, yeah. If Crossbow Master were good. I haven't tried it out after the buff. It's really cheap. Man, I love half cash. I love not having money. Pinnacle of fun. So is Desperados, like, what did they actually change with Blazing Sun to make it so good? Oh right, because Big Iron now has lead popping. It's actually pretty nice. Don't let anyone know. I'm being bullied for being a casual game player. I left perks on. That's pretty good. That's fine. Man, someone needs more camo in their on their map. Apparently. Wonder who that could be. Because that's a little closer than it probably should have been. Oh wow, one-shot ceramics is pretty nuts. Yeah, okay. Well, okay then. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Oh my gosh, is that the Muffin Man? Thank you very much.
Look at this little guy.
Impoppable. Hydrate? I could do that. Everyone should stay hydrated. It's good for you. Or don't. I don't know, man. What the hell? I don't know. I want to start. I guess glue. I like glue. I'm gonna do this because I'm insane. You know, that's great. To each their own, you know. I like staying healthy and hydrating. You have your own hobbies, you know. I think the Sky Wardens a good early game tower with interesting support capabilities. Yeah, that's what I gotta say about it. That's kind of how I feel, honestly. It is a good early game tower. It has support. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I will say, the bottom path, yeah, bottom path's really good with Silas. But I have, like, issues with the bottom path where I'm just like, man, there are, like, 3 monkeys, including Silas, that do ice. So if you don't have, like, okay, there's 4 monkeys that do ice. So if you don't have any of them, the bottom path kind of becomes less helpful. But, you know, I guess if you're playing Silas, you're going to be using ice. So you know what? I don't know. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, the middle path's weird. Because it needs other towers. The middle path desperately needs other towers to, like, trigger its thing. Yeah, Silas, Ice Druid, Merm, exactly. That's it. And so it's like, you know. Okay, that's not true. There's fucking 5. I forgot about Engineer. Engineer, you know, with the ice turret. But you'd have to have Sentry Expert. Yeah, I know. I forgot about the Sentry Expert. You're right. I was literally just saying that. I forgot about it, too. But, like, literally, you know, who's gonna think about Sentry Expert when you're gonna go straight for... Oh, Corvus, too? Yeah. I don't use Corvus, so I forgot about that, also. Okay, that's fair. I don't use Corvus because I'm bad at the game. That would be really convenient to have, like, to be able to choose your sentry. Should probably place down a Silas or something. Yeah, I heard they gave him some pretty rough nerfs with the nourishment thing. Yeah, that'd be a good idea for options, like to be able to either choose the turret or place them like it normally would. Not a bad idea, honestly. That would be pretty good for micro. Well, you know what? The Corvus deserved it. 2 OP. I'm kidding. Micro isn't fun. I'm kidding. Everyone has their own play styles. If you like micro, you like micro. I've never been a micro enjoyer, so I'm biased against Corvus. I mean, I'm also biased against Wizard Paragon, kind of because it is slightly more... Yeah, probably a bad idea for those 2 games specifically, and definitely no other games that have existed before it. Like, famed Disney-based browser game Club Penguin. Well, that's unfortunate. I forgot to do this. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of just trying to see how much I could save for bottom path, or middle path, and I was just being greedy, kinda. Actually looked like I might have been able to potentially survive that. 2 main issues that it has, yeah. Yeah, official mod support will be really nice. Like especially for the people who are like you have to make other accounts so that you can play with the mods. Because then it'll be good for the people who like want to try out, like the modded towers, and go like, ooh, I want to try those, or the randomized game modes that people have done. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those towers that's like good until you need it to be, or not good until you, yeah. Uh-huh. That's why the people who use mods, make a second account. That's crazy. So they announced mod support 4 years ago? Man. What the heck? True. Better late than never. They could have never done it. That is fair. You'll have it up at the end of the year. Oof. Maybe they had a reason for it, like it was because, I don't know, they couldn't figure out a way for their servers to not, like, flag those, the accounts using mods, like to separate their, I don't know, thing. Something like that. I could see it so that it's like they didn't, have a way to not flag accounts with mods. Like, I'm sure what they're going to potentially be doing is what I imagine they're going to be doing, is they're going to create, like, separate instances, so there's going to be the, so there's going to be the, vanilla instance and then the modded instance of your account, is what I imagine they're going to be doing. Flat. You're flat. Real height, by the way, 2 feet tall. No, I'm kidding. So, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. To me, it feels like it was probably an issue of account instancing or something like that. No, I don't really know. I'm just pulling this out of my ass. I don't really know much about coding and that kind of thing. I'm just kind of making an assumption based on the small amount of information I do know. How the hell did I click on that? I'm not going to forget how long it took me to realize that if you hold down click and then hover over something and let go, it selects it. Because why would I try that? Who would ever try that? That's a crazy thing to try. I forgot we have to go to round 100. I should actually probably care more about my setup if we're going to round 100. Hmm. Yeah, probably. Maybe even one for the snipers that also might want some camo. Why not? I don't know if that does anything. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember what upgrades actually affect anything. I'm sure it's because they're still experiencing bugs. You know, I'm sure it's way more complicated than we think it is. Because like if it's retry last round, that's like peer-to-peer hosting. Or do they do? I'm pretty sure they do peer-to-peer. So that's like ultra complicated to like get a retry last round for. I imagine for that kind of game mode. They forgot? Oh. You think they forgot? Well, maybe they were experiencing bugs with it, and then they were just like, let's give up on this. How do you know they would have brought it up? I think it's kind of like, we don't know if they would have brought it up. It could be like, maybe they just wanted to keep it internal until they had, like, good progress. Like, if they didn't make any progress on solving bugs and stuff, why would you mention that? Would you be like, hey guys, remember that thing we mentioned a couple versions ago? Yeah, but for mod support, I'm sure it's because they were kind of making progress on getting that integrated. But it's like, yeah, if they're not making any progress on something, that's like, hey guys, you know that thing we were working on? Yeah, we've made zero progress, still can't figure it out. That would be insane. That would be weird as hell. Yeah, and then I'm sure they ran into some issues. What did they add around that time? Like, you can think you're done, and then something goes wrong, you know? It's like, that's not... It doesn't have to be like, you know, a one and done deal. I think game development's more complicated than that, especially when you're doing something that adds in the ability to affect the code of the game itself, you know? Yeah. That's another thing, yeah. Co-op's very different than, like, normal gameplay, so... Again, instancing that is probably whack. And that's why I think the Legends are a good idea, because it is kind of just them taking the same game and just, like... 1/4 cache? Yeah. Because they're just, like, taking the same game and rehashing it, and that, like, works really well, because that's, like, not too complicated, I imagine. Playing Silas, no ice monkeys. Biggest brain on the planet, if you didn't know. I'm kidding. $1 every 5 buff. That's rough. That sucks. I wonder what my chances are of winning. I'd say I have a pretty standard chance of winning. Elite Defender? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah. For the bad. Yeah. That's very true about Bloonsolver. Bloonsolver's great. Love Bloonsolver. I'm still very excited for Glue and Sniper Paragons. Man, when those come out, my year will be set. Because they did do TAC, and I like TAC, but TAC Paragons are alright. And it is cool, but like, I want Glue and Sniper. Get them. Make all the walls. I've never thought about how liked Sniper is, because I guess I've just never considered how much other people like Sniper. We did it. We won. Wow. Let's do chimps. I've never done boss. I'm not gonna do it. No. What are you, crazy? Have you seen the gameplay? Are we watching different gameplay? No. Yeah. You can't see you're legally blind? How are you supposed to help then? These 2 points contradict each other. What the hell? I can't read sign language. I never learned. No. Oh, whoa. Shit. Well, that's unfortunate. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. I bought in the Discord shop, at the time, it was the Skywardens and Pool Pro was what I bought. Give me that. I want that. Thank you. Yeah, that was what I bought, was the Skywarden pack and the Power Pro for the pool. Skeletor was bought when I actually like had money, and I was like, "Ah, oh, hell yeah, I'll buy the entire set of because you know He-Man just came out, and so they had the whole pack of the thing from the show, and I was like, yeah, I'll buy it. Never seen it before, but it's an easy way to get Dan to Monk. You know what? At least you can admit it. Not everyone can admit that they have mental issues. I definitely have many. Yeah. Yeah? Do you now? It won't be long now. Meh. What about it? Why? Why? Any good reason? Or just because you want to? I want to just grow mangoes somewhere else, you know? I don't know if that's true. I'm pretty sure people live there. People, I think. I don't know. I don't know what they're called. Like I don't know what they call themselves. Call themselves like Steven. I don't know. It'd be an interesting name for a people from Tahiti. I've never played Red Dead Redemption in general. One or two. Look, man, not everyone's played every video game ever. That'd be crazy if people played every video game ever. I'm not that old. So no. When was the Atari popular? Because that is significantly before my time. On the first computer. No. I mean, I'm sure potentially my great, or not my great, but just my grandfather probably did, you know, play games on those super ancient computers that were like room-sized, because he worked on those. What the heck? How old is that? Like, when was that popular? I don't know anything about sports history, I'm not gonna lie. That's significantly before my time. The first game I ever played was either on... Okay, so the first video game console I owned, I guess, is more fair, would either be my brother gave me his PS2 Slim, and for Christmas the year it came out, my mom got me a Wii. Damn. Why's that? Not Terminal Lumbago. Lumbago's like back pain, right? I don't remember what lumbago actually is, like in actual medical terminology. Yeah, okay. Fucking lumbago. I think this is what we call smoking. Tree. You know, Skeletor, I will say you're the coolest looking skin for Oben in my opinion, but man, is your voice something special. Oh yeah, coal miners get black lung. Right, that's the thing you get in coal mines. You know, I guess it's better than, you know, having to bring in a canary to test for poisonous gas. Yeah? I don't know. There's a few skins I really like. Like, I actually really like the Wolfpack Quincy because the level 20 really just looks like Okami, and I'm like, man, I love Okami. Honestly, I do really like the Corvus skin that they just released because Phase is really cool boss. So the fact that this Corvus is like phase based is actually kind of cool to me. Down to place down the most helpful tower ever. Best tower for chimps mode. That's right, middle path sniper. best tower for chimps mode. Haha. I don't know what other skins I like. I'd have to think about that a little. I'm not gonna lie, I don't honestly think about the skins too much, I guess, fully. yeah, using tapeworms to get skinny. That's true. I wouldn't want to do that. Or to cure like anything, they just do like bloodletting. 10 feet long's pretty long. I mean, what? But that's like, what, half of your small intestine? Your small intestine's what, like... Or is it your entire intestines is like, what, 17 feet? Or is it 27 feet? I never remember, like, if you stretched them out, which one it is. And that's some, like, crazy number. Yeah, a tapeworm, that'd be kind of whack. I wouldn't want that. That sounds awful. You'd rather be 200 pounds. 200 pounds, honestly, isn't that heavy. If you, like, do, you know, bulking, like, for, like, muscle, like, getting some strong, big muscles for bodybuilding, like, 200's not that hard to get to. Muddy streets of London. Why would you go to London? You looking to get shanked? Come on, what are you, crazy? I thought you wanted to lose or to gain weight, not lose it. Yeah, break all my bones. A 100% fat? Jesus Christ. That sounds actually kind of terrifying. Like if you were that, I think you need to do some real, like, thinking about how you've lived your life, if that's you. Because that's insane. Yeah. I mean, probably not that fat. I mean, I'll admit I'm a large fat man. So, you know, nothing to be ashamed of. Why? Why would you want that? That sounds awful. I'm trying to show up on, you know, 600 my 600-pound life, but you want to be like 6,000-pound life? What would the fattest creature on the planet be, actually? Well, I guess, what is the heaviest creature on the planet? And what's its percentage of fat? What the hell? I feel like I'm crazy. I feel like it said I got money from that wall of trees. Okay. It's not giving me money. There's no way. 20% oil, 40% burger, 39% soda, 1% vegetable from burger. Jesus Christ. No, you gotta be like, Fry from Futurama, where his blood is like such high percentage sugar that like they're using his blood as a syrup for their pancakes. Well, you know what? We won. I didn't know if we were gonna win that Chimps game, but you know what? We did somehow. And now, after that fantastic victory, I need to go to the restroom. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. The was me realizing that which artist I have in one of those in this Be Right Back screen in two of these cards. I'm like, that's unfortunate. Maybe I should replace those cards with something else. It's just to not have that artist in it. Alright, what's the next map to Black Border? I guess 3 mines round, right? Okay. ABR? Why not? Sure. Get him, Silas. And the only reason I chose those cards was they're like the few that have question marks, and I'm like, man, maybe I should pick different ones. I like the mechanic of 3 mines round. I do like the ore, the banana tonium or whatever, I forgot what it's actually called. It's a pretty cool idea. If I could turn into a vehicle, would I choose? A B2 Spirit. Or does it have to be a land vehicle? That's a good option. That's a good option. It's a good option. Anything? Okay. Yeah, I'll stick with the B2 Spirit. I like the B2 Spirit. I mean, I guess now they're making what, the B21 Raider. And so that one's the like upgraded version. Maybe I should pick that one instead. Doomed to read it. Exactly. If it was a land vehicle, I mean, nothing would be cooler than being a Bagger 288. I mean, come on. That'd be kind of sick. Uh-huh. Hmm. Okay. Why not? I want money. It's an investment, you know? You invest 10 rounds into the future. It's like stocks. It's the stock market, but it's bananas. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. What do you think they use the, like, banana ore for? What do you mean? You're saying I'm bad? You're right. What are you saying? I don't know what I want to place. Let me have that. Thank you. I mean, technically, I guess, if you're always, like, if the rules were just, like, you know, it was just morality rules, then yeah, then everyone would be perfectly moral, but it begs the question of what is perfectly moral. You know, there's so many different types of philosophies on morality, like, what's more moral, doing good things that benefit you, or, like, that benefit a singular person, or good things that benefit more people, but harm one person, you know? Morality is that tough thing. That's a big thing. There is no objective morality. Everyone has different thoughts on it, and I think for the most part, they've all got valid points on their subjective morality. I enjoy philosophy. Philosophizing about things is a good time. Fuck it, why not? I want it. Yeah, being selfish isn't a problem, but, like, to some people, morally speaking, being selfish can be really bad. Like, if it doesn't benefit the greater good of society, then but it benefits you, that's bad, morality-wise, you know? Again, it's different for everyone. Everyone's got different morality. They've all got different points. They're all valid. It's why objective morality, I think anyone who's like, there is an objective morality is wrong. Because there isn't. You can't have objective morality. Yeah. I had some quotes written down from back when, from like high school politics class, but I deleted them recently because I didn't need them anymore. But those quotes would have been helpful for literally what we're talking about right now. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, I know who Arthur Morgan is. I'm just, ignoring it. But also, I'm sure he's not the first person to say that. I mean, I'm sure Red Dead Redemption 2 is a good game. I've heard good things about it. Even like one of my best friends. He talks about it sometimes, and he's like, I think he doesn't play very many games. So if he says a game is good, I'm like, oh wow, yeah, probably is. Man, I've been playing a lot more, just in my own time, playing Fiend Folio again lately, and I'm just like, man, I wish I could stream this game, but my computer is not powerful enough to be able to stream it and play it at the same time. Hell, I can't watch YouTube videos or stay connected to the internet and play it at the same time, which is unfortunate, because I really like, it's such a good mod for Isaac. I'd love to stream it more. Who knows, maybe at our next deflation I'll try the Blazing Sun instead of the Crossbow Master. I just haven't tried it yet, really, for a deflation beginner map thing. Do we have any deflations available, I guess, for a beginner map? I don't think we do. We might. I guess I'll check. No. No, we don't. I forgot I was playing a late game of chimps there. I forgot about that. Yeah, round run at 104. I don't remember what I was even doing in that game. I don't know. Alright, let's continue down the list. We need to keep doing this one. I want to finish, in general. Late game of chimps. Finished with chimps. Ah, yes. I do know what late means, definitely, yeah. The powerful presentation of Pound Roof Puff Round on Edge. 300, oof. Yeah. You know, one of my viewers said that they started lagging ever since, like, Skywarden was added. I kind of have to say, I think I kind of agree. Like, Skywarden feels really, resource intensive for some reason. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wonder what they did with Skywarden to make it so weird. Like, that it makes the game, like, actually start lagging a bit. I don't know. Oh, I didn't know I could... Oh. What do you know? I didn't know a small footprint tower could fit in there. Huh. Learn something new every day. Especially on the maps that you don't play often. Hmm. Thinking of going middle path so that I can see there. No idea what that, what or who that is. Is it a game? Is it a YouTuber? Is it a band? I don't know. Doesn't sound familiar at all. Let me just go top path anyway, just because I don't care. I'll go middle path. Why not? Who cares? Probably would have been better if it was moved over there a little bit more, honestly. Since I went for middle path anyway. You know what? Place. Place it. Thank you. Never heard of it. Heavy artillery simulator. Huh. My great-grandfather used to do artillery. I don't remember for which war, though. I couldn't tell you. 98%, wow. Must be a good simulator then. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Okay. That's pretty good. I'm sure those Milsim fanatics are having a ball with it, you know? Huh. Is to destroy Spain? to eradicate the Iberian Peninsula. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know, when I was complaining at some point about money abilities, I completely forgot about the support Chinook. I forgot about it completely. Because I was all like, man, there's like no more money abilities except for Sniper. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I just now remembered the support Chinook was a thing. I'm just entertaining myself, that's why I'm spinning the thing. That's kind of what's happening right now. And then I don't want to deal with it anymore, so I'm going to make it Pursuit. I don't care if it's the weaker path. I actually don't know what the weaker path is for Heli. I don't Heli often. A warship turret on 4 legs. Huh. Were you just operating a howitzer? My god. I want supply drop. Come on. I need to be able to make more money so I could spend it. Okay. No, I'll save up. I'll save up. I'll save up for the elite sniper so I could get even more money before I spend it. Perfect. No, wrong way. Whoops, you didn't see that. I have no idea how I messed that up. I also just realized I'm not really using my Powers Pro, and I'm like, man, if I want to get XP for those, even though I am eventually probably planning on just buying the packs once I have money to do that, and that would just be way easier for them to be max level. And also it gives you 20 of them, which is very nice, because they are a bit expensive. Okay. Cool, it's still in range. Just had to make sure it was. I like the Skyward. I think it's a fun tower. It's a good support tower. Good early game tower. They're cheap. You can buy a lot of them. But I will say its cross paths are a little bit more focused specifically on synergizing weirdly with itself. So I think its cross paths are honestly just not that great, honestly. Like, it is kind of just like, okay, cross-pathing. I want that Cripple Moab. It's been so long since I've bought it. I like never buy it. Hey, welcome back. Yes. Dude, Sniper Paragon is just gonna do 1 billion damage. It's gonna shoot 1,000,000 shots a second. Okay, so big map. I'm guessing that's like where you can target where you're gonna fire your artillery is in that big map. You have to calculate. Oh, it's like just real artillery where you have to calculate it manually. That's kind of cool. Sounds like it's a very accurate simulator then. Alright, now I can buy the Paragon Sniper. Ah, wait. I just want the Paragon Sniper. How many Paragons can see camo? Naturally. Because I know some of them can't, and that's kind of annoying. Because Sniper should be able to, since middle cross path, or middle path, Sniper can see camo. Time for the best game mode ever. Half cash. For calculating range and elevation. Okay, okay. Huh. Sounds like a lot. But sometimes those super accurate simulators are the most fun ones, weirdly. Okay, okay. So buying these are just a scam, right? Because you're not getting back the money amount that it says you are. You're only getting half of it. So these are just a scam, right? Or am I wrong about that? Only the map. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's just like you because you're not there. How are you supposed to see it? Does it makes sense that you wouldn't be able to see it. I mean, if you're an artillerist and you can see what you blew up, you're too close to the battlefield. Huh. You get to use the artillery units that are made by, you know, the artillerists that everyone thinks of. Samsung. No, I'm kidding. I don't know when Samsung actually started developing artillery. You know, it kind of sounds like it kind of has some like Papers, Please or Contraband Police vibes. Glory to Aristatska. It's on Final Records. I mean, there's still music on Final Records today. No, what would be super old and ancient, that would be like, so they'd be like, man, this is super old, is like those the wax cylinders that have music on them, that are like really delicate actually, so you have to be super careful with them. Use the music. That's fun. I like that idea. You know, that's a good way to put in your soundtrack. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Cat artillerist. Commander Mittens, where do we launch the next shell? Walks on top of the map. All of those places, sir? That's funny. Someone here needs more Moab damage, and I'm not gonna say who that is. That's really funny. And that's where you launch all your shells. If you see, you know, Commander Mittens walk on top of the map, you're like, my god, that's where all the enemies are. Hell yeah! If the cat falls asleep, you know that's like you have to get that whole area where it's you have to calculate how to get to that entire circle, or I guess, you know, depending on what shape the cat's sleeping in on the map. That's a pretty cool sounding game, though. It definitely sounds like it would be fun. That's fun. You know, I like that you can customize it a bit. You know, so you could, like, really personalize it. Taco Bill. Huh. Make coffee? Wow. Shut up. Okay. And how good you made it? That's funny. Sorry, you made a, you know, 30% good coffee. You don't get any of the benefits from making the coffee. You're actually getting sacked because you can't make good coffee. You're not going to make it as an artillerist. You know, this is bad looking. It was fine. More glue. I mean, what? There's that one, like, kind of funny video of that cat, like, walking around, like, near some artillery people, and then they, like, fire the mortar, and then it just runs away. Like, as they're, like, on a test range, I imagine, for a mortar. Or whatever it was. I actually can't remember if it was a mortar or a different kind of piece of artillery. Blind fire because the calculator doesn't work. Oh no. A moving train? That sounds crazy. So you'd have to calculate like everything. Like how fast is the train moving? How fast can your shell move? To and you know where it will and where the train will be. That's kind of crazy. Wow. I didn't think that would make it. That was kind of wishful thinking that the bigger radius would be big enough. What's Village Paragon gonna be like, you think? That sounds weird. Because, like, each path is pretty different enough, especially with Bottom Path. Bottom Path would be weird as hell. Oh, okay, so you know when a train is gonna be somewhere. Okay. So that's a bit less complicated than I guess I thought it would be. Like, I thought it was gonna be like, you know, the train's moving down the train tracks at however fast it's here right now. You have to get it before it reaches here. Good luck, or something. I guess you still have to know how fast your shells move for that mission. Especially since, is Village Paragon and like Banana Farm Paragon gonna be the only Paragons you can't get in every game mode? Because that'll be weird. Because chimps, you know, disable Banana Farms, and without Banana Farms you can't get Bottom Path Village, so that'll be weird. You know I just opened up a game to play it, but I actually kind of have to go to the restroom again really quick. I will be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh man, I missed. What a miss. Okay. That and not about, oh, you need to destroy 5 gamma caches, but you have to use AP because they are underground. Oh boy. Oh, so it's a pretty large map then if it's from A to T. Huh. I just discovered the cat emote. I mean, I've never played that many mill sims. 00 to 99. You know, that's not exactly where I wanted you, Silas. That was a oops. How the hell did I even manage that? What the hell? Oh, okay, so the map's not like... Okay, so it's not as big as I thought it was. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know, Silas, that's not where I really wanted you. But, you know... What do you get that upgrade where you can attack from other heist monkeys? 6, okay. Well then. This seems like a pretty good game. I'd probably give it a try at some point if I had money. But I'm currently paying for other things right now, so I can't do it. My god. Very advanced sounding game. Definitely would be fun though, I mean, I've liked playing as some of those kind of like games before. I'd have to think about what they were, but yeah. But I mean, I like games that can be like that. I mean, those can be fun. Jesus. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of calculating, definitely. Yeah! Seems cool. So that's just so interesting, being able to attack from like 70 plus hours. Holy! You know, I guess if you really like a demo, yeah, that's a good sign, you know? Ah, missed that. I mean, I didn't even know the game existed until, now. I just looked on Steam. For me, it's like it's $20, 20 American dollars over here. Well, $19.99, but that's $20. Which isn't bad. I'm just broke. Yeah, I'll probably check it out, like, myself one day, you know? Once I have money. Because it does sound really interesting. Well, that's cool, you know? That's good for the people who like multiplayer games. Ah, hiccups. Sadly, I'm not one of those people, but, you know, it's good for the people who like multiplayer games, and that's like a big bonus for them, you know? I'm one of those people where it's like, if I'm playing multiplayer, it has to be with either like my best friends, or I have to really be feeling like okay with multiplayer. Yeah, one player calculates, one player aims. That would be a good way to do it, to make it like faster. Yeah. Yeah, it would be cool. Honestly, yeah, speed up the gameplay a little. I imagine. You know, sounds fun. Oh, wrong way again. How did I manage that? Two times the fun. Oh god. You both have to do calculations. Good luck. Target two different things at once, you know? What's your thing? It's level 8, tier 3. Okay. Right? Yeah, okay. It is funny how they were all like, you know, oh, Bottom Path Skywarden really synergizes well with Silas. And it's like, kinda. He really is just 4 ice monkeys, you know? And like, the Skywarden thing really is just like barely a bonus, you know? Why? Just for fun? Just to make sure you were correct? What is one like? One's gonna take care of them, and the second one is just to make sure they're fully taken care of? 20 types? Holy. Okay. Oh! Huh. You know, I don't know if they had those World War One.
seems a little bit inaccurate. This isn't my historical accuracies.
Chemical warfare. Ah, yes, the things that the Geneva Convention loves. Anyone who uses, yeah, definitely. Oh yeah. More war crime. Just every war crime available. Doing a war criminal speed run. Propaganda. What does that mean? What does propaganda shells mean? Oh, I see. Okay, flyers. Gotcha. That's it's kind of really funny. God, Silas is so weird. Because it's like he intentionally needs significantly more XP than like everyone else. But like, at least it's always felt that way. I might be wrong, but like, it just feels that way about Silas. Flechette? Oh, that's interesting. I mean, why not, right? I mean, that just makes sense, yeah. Most are just bigger is better. I mean, that's kind of how it always is with, like, artillery. If you take care of all of the soldiers, then there's no more issues. If your target is fully obliterated, then you don't have to worry about any of the enemies using it again. I totally could. I'm gonna do it. Three plus enemies with one shell? Yeah! I bet there isn't a better feeling. Each their own, I guess. Okay. Okay, time to buy the Paragon Sniper again. Hell yeah. Definitely a thing, right? Endless is good? Okay, that's good. Because I've always felt like an endless mode can either make or break a game fully for me. Like, Contraband Police has such a fantastic endless mode that I'm just like... To me, it's the pinnacle of endless modes. However, then a similar game, Quarantine Zone, I feel has a terrible endless mode. Its endless mode is awful, and I hate it. And it makes me sad. So, it's good that that game has a good one. Because otherwise I think Quarantine Zone is a pretty good game until you're playing endless mode, and then it sucks, and then I hate it, and it's not fun. Damn, I didn't get it in this time. Oh well. 40 plus. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. That sounds like a lot. You know what, why not, I guess? You know, have like a million things. Hey, you know what? That's good. That's fun. You know, hey, play the games you like. You know, you're only on this planet for a finite amount of time. Gotta spend that time enjoying yourself, right? Okay. Interesting and stuff. Well, now we only have chimps left. Hmm. Yeah. You know, can't play games if you're not working and paying taxes. I'll try something a little weird. Why not? I want to just try something different than normal. I want to mix it up. Is that a good idea? Probably not. Do I care? Probably. May try to 100%. I mean, if you want to, why not? I think it's like, if you don't want to run 100% it, there's no reason to, but if you want to, why not, you know? Games are meant to be fun, so... Bloons Tower Defense 6? And Darkwood. I haven't played Darkwood. I've always heard it's good. And that's all I've heard. I've heard it's good. You know what? Yeah, I guess that's a good reason to be placing blocks. Imagine placing blocks and you're not playing Minecraft. What are you playing? Terraria? I can't believe Terraria Shadow dropped its next, you know, its latest update. Is that like the average amount of points? Is like 100 an hour or something if you don't like actively click on the extra points you get from the thing or whatever. Oh, yeah, I don't know it either. You'd think I would, being just that I'm streaming on that platform. You just collect them? You know what, that's fair. Use them on the funnies. I don't really have many funny, Oh, hydrate, I can do that. I don't really have many funny point redeems yet. I just haven't thought of any that I want. There we go. Stay hydrated. Make sure to drink your water. If you don't, you'll die. And that's not fun. Dying isn't fun. Only losers die. From dehydration. Ah. Ah. Tungsten balls? Why's that? You just want to have, like, just so you have some really dense balls. You know, I guess it's a valid point. Why would you throw a fireball at someone when you could throw a tungsten ball at someone? You know, it does sound way more effective. Or it'll be like those orbital bombardments that are just like tungsten rods that they drop from low Earth orbit. Oh! I see. You know, that would definitely stop someone. Itchy bones? That sounds awful. Only a maniac would cast that spell. These spells are diabolical. I think we need to lock you up. You need some help. These spells are too evil. You know what? You're going to be the reason the next Geneva Convention starts. They're going to hold a Geneva Convention all because of you. This time it finally won't be Canada's fault that they're starting another Geneva Convention. I don't think this one's really gonna I don't think this layout's really gonna work perfectly for chimps, but I mean I don't really care that much. What? What? My god. That's crazy. That's cruel. It's true. Everyone's like, "Oh, Canada, they're so polite there," but it's like, Canada is the reason, like, 100% of the time that they hold the Geneva Convention. It's like, oh god. Everyone's all like, "Oh, it's just Canada. Well, what are they gonna do?" And then Canada like murders your entire family. You know? Uh, that sounds fairly accurate, you know? I'll make sure to keep that in mind. I mean, I don't think you can get cash fast. Really, I think it's all. Anytime someone says that, it's definitely a scam. Got a piece of your liver off. Oh no! And sell to the. It'll grow back. I mean, yeah, but I like my liver. I kind of want to keep it there where it belongs, so it can keep detoxing my body. You know. I'm a big fan of my liver. I don't think making my liver less effective is a good idea. Even if only temporarily. Damn, TF. You know, I don't know if he's a great role model for that we should be following. Oh, how could you forget a detail? This is your fault. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's fun. I mean, I don't know if your shells are really going to stay intact for your enemy to read them, but I guess for you that could be fun, you know? To imagine that you're sending that shell to them. Hmm. Sorry. My god. That's kind of funny. Just write oops. Yeah, I'm sure they'll forgive you, definitely. Just like, uh-oh. Didn't mean to. It'll buff out. I think you buffed out Barcelona. Only? Oh, thank God. That's so short. That's so small. Minuscule, almost. Not even noticeable. Practically invisible. You know what? Why are they even complaining? Come on, Spain. It's not that big a deal. You didn't need it. Big swimming pool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You gotta see the positives. That's a great way to see it, you know? You're more a glass half full guy, aren't you? Glass empty all the way because you drink it nothing. Oh no. Holy. Okay. I'm honestly kind of shocked I won that. That was a little rough at the end there. Oof. Loading. Wow. Yeah, that was chimps. That was to get the black border. Yeah, I didn't really mention it that much where it was like, oh, time to do chimps. I was just kind of like, well, let's do chimps. Then you should probably go to bed. That's the best advice I can give you. If you're sleepy, go to sleep. Gotta eep, do the epening. Change the world. My final message. Goodbye. Gosh, why not? Yeah, have a good night / tomorrow day, you know? Hey, welcome in, welcome in. I know, you missed most of it. What the heck? I'm not gonna do that. No, I don't wanna. You can't make me. I like enjoying myself. I said I'd stream Bloons. I didn't say I'd stream Bloons and do co-op.
I'm a professional. Shit.
I did not say I'd do co-op. I said I'd probably think about it, but I didn't say I'd do it. I don't want your bits. Your bits mean nothing to me. If I could avoid co-op, no bits are wanted. I'd rather stay broke forever than do co-op. I really like his platform. It's really cool looking. Yeah, I usually just forget to turn him off manually because, I don't know, it's not a big deal. I am a casual gamer. I am not a ultra giga chad of this game, so who cares? I did drink! I just did it really quietly. I'll drink again. Mm-mm. Yeah, there we go. Jesus, that was a lot of water. That's your fault. Now I have to pee. But I'm in the middle of a game. I can't pee in the middle of a game. So what gave away that I was using perks? Was it that Silas was already able to make ice walls like right away or something? Or did you see that the glue was like ricocheting? Okay, yeah. Checks out. Well, you know what? The game didn't say I can't play with perks, so why would I not? If it offered them, I'm gonna take them. Yeah, I think that's fair assessment, honestly, that it's like... I've never really liked this kind of limited time content where it's just like, if you miss it, you're not getting it. Like the alchemist possum. All the timer solo. Yeah. Like the alchemist possum, you can't get that anymore. It's gone. And that's kind of lame. I want the alchemist possum. I forgot we were doing half cash, aren't we? I forgot about that. I was like, no wonder why my money's going up so slowly. We're doing half cash. And rotate them every month? That would be fine. That would be probably a better decision to do. Because then you always have a chance to get them, you know? You just have to wait a year if you missed them. It's probably what they should do. That's kind of like what Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville, how they did their like little event things. A game I still feel is very under... Like, I get it, it's not as good as Garden Warfare 2, but like, man, come on, could have given it a chance. I'm sure it would be good if the game devs didn't kill it after a year. A fucking year. They didn't even give it a chance. And zombies will always have... That would be cool. I mean, here's the thing. I do agree that the variant system is better than the, like, perk system that they had in Battle for Neighborville, but, like... I want more. Like, the zombies will always have one more fucking zombie with the wizard, you know? And the plants were, like, really close to either getting iceberg lettuce or the berry brigade, the berry squadron or whatever it's called. So we get nothing because it's dead and they killed it because it wasn't making money. You know what? Good for them. That's why. Is there a reason for that? Every NPC? Excuse me, Mr. Rockstar. Why did you do this? That's insane. That's crazy. What the fuck? Okay. Huh. Well, yeah, because what? Watch Dogs, what was it, 2? That had the, like, generated, like, the randomly generated, like, profile data. where like there was conflicting things where it's like has fucking AIDS and does blood donations for a living. And it's like I don't think that makes sense. Should probably do something about that. I mean, I think it's fair that they don't. I mean, I prefer it that they never let you use perks in chimps. Because the same thing for, like, half cash and, half cash. Or not half cash, sorry, double cash. You knew what I meant. I mean, you didn't because I didn't say it, but you probably knew what I meant. You could have assumed what I meant. I mean, I'm sure you can't use them in the ranked ones, since ranked ones don't let you use, like, anything. I mean, that's fair. I think that's perfectly valid. You're in your every right to do so. Play the game how you want to play it. And, live your life. I don't know, man. You don't have to play the game like everyone else does. No one's making you. I mean, that's why video games are a thing, so that you can play them the way you want to. Unless you're, like, doing multiplayer, then I guess you gotta follow the rules, because then, if everyone could just play the game how they wanted to, then, like, that would be kind of insane. That was interesting. Well, that's unfortunate. Did you realize I don't care, though, because I'm a casual game player? That's interesting. That's weird. Why would they do that? Alright, let's see if there's an Insta-Monkey to place. Hell yeah. Not the cross path I would have chosen, but why not? I knew what you meant by a recursive cluster. Yeah, recursive cluster would be good, but I'm lazy. and haven't placed bomb tower in a very long time. I mean, recursive cluster is a cool tower. I never place bomb towers because they're never the tower I think of to place, you know? What do you mean I don't have camo sight at all? Yeah, I know. Just don't look. It's fine. Only good at races. I know, camo traps exist, but I'm lazy. There. Happy? Weren't you the other day just joking about, or like, what, a stream, not that, like, a Bloons stream, talking, or not even, it was Voice of the Void, talking about how no one uses camo traps? Or whatever. Because you're listing all the least used powers, like the Moab Mine and the whatever else you listed. So it's like, yeah, of course I'm not gonna remember it. Camo Trap Pro? Honestly, I wonder what it's gonna do. Like, I'm actually kind of interested to see what Camo Trap or Glue Trap Pro are gonna do. Who knows, maybe they won't even do it and they'll just mix them together and make it like Road Trap Pro or whatever. Pontoon and Energizing Totem? Okay, I could see it. At least the pontoon. Wonder what that's gonna be like. That'll be weird. I mean, I guess you wouldn't have expected what they did for Pool, so... Well, you could have guessed the Kraken thing, because they did that in 5. Yeah. Pool, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I have to desperately go to the restroom, because you're making me drink, made me have to pee. You're right, but I've also been drinking water all day. And you know what? I do see that you requested another drink, so I will. Okay, there we go. And look, we did 2 more Chimps games today. See, I'm getting closer to being done or whatever. Yeah, let's say that's fine. All of them. I don't know, man. You know, good for you. You play this game nonstop, and I play this game never. Don't look. Look away. Yeah, so that's different. You know, but you probably still play it a lot more in general. Like you probably know life it. God, I'm roasted. Never gonna recover. I don't know. Look away. I'm not doing anything. I can't believe I was able to afford all of these towers in half cash. Crazy. I play this game like never, even though I've played it since it came out. I don't play it that much. That's crazy. What the heck? Why? Come on, Silas. Nice. Nice. That's funny. Jesus. In total? That's kind of crazy. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go a little over time, but I guess that's fine. Guess I'll live. My god, that's a lot. 327 military monkeys, and that's the only thing you said between your primary and military monkey instas? That's crazy. Oh wow, 385. That is a ton. Okay. When are we getting support only? Impoppable mode, you know? 84 spike factors, that's crazy. Okay, so you have the most magic then. That's interesting. Okay. That's an interesting distribution of instas. Military and support are the same. That's kind of that is very interesting. Huh. That is a lot of of Insta monkeys. Is that supposed to be like fucking what color is your Bugatti? That's what the fuck. No. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure they're all, you know, like, what, red and yellow? So I guess that's my answer? I mean, I just looked at their image. There it is. Red, yellow. Guess there's some black in there, or gray or something. Which sun god, I guess? Just the temple, or the true sun god? You know? Or are we talking about, you know, the vengeful true sun god? Yeah. Perfect. I didn't feel like creating Moab damage, and I just wanted to prove a point about no one using Moab Mine because I think it's funny. Stone. A lot of henges are made of stone. Except for like Sea Henge. That one was made of wood. That's very specific. But however, I think there's potentially only one 3-letter color that starts with R. My god. Steel. Alright. You think you're funny now, do you? You think you're clever? You think you're being funny, do you? Damn. You know what? You got me. You got me there. You caught me. Harry Potter? Yeah. It's definitely what all British people sound like, by the way. Don't look it up. It's what they all sound like, every single one of them. The next loot box. Well, since, you know, surprise GIF, since surprise, what is it? What did EA call them? Surprise transactions or whatever? I don't remember. Are, you know, not allowed anymore. Balloon Chipper? Well, they already said they're never gonna do Balloon Chipper. Which I still think they should. And they should just make it like a fucking hero. Because then it doesn't have to be balanced. Because heroes are way less balanced. I mean, how would you make Balloon Chipper balanced? And still, like, usable and fun? Because those are some contenders. It still has to be fun. Yeah. That's probably true. Yeah, they probably could do that. I mean, Balloon Chipper's still pretty nuts, though. Yeah, I don't think I realized that Top Path Village primary mentoring increases the range of the village. I don't think I ever realized that. Maybe I just don't know when it was added. Percentage of the HP MOAB. That would be probably smart. You know, at least I'm not one of those people that turns on, you know, that one setting where it's like they can see through walls or whatever. I thought that was a thing at one point, you know. I don't remember when that was. There used to be one of those. At least. I don't remember. That's right. Only walls, though. Nothing else. Yeah, good question. I mean, I don't. When was NG added to 6? Was NG not launch? I don't remember, actually, now that I think about it. I know! I also agree, NG needs better... NG wasn't launched, yeah. I guess you're right then. Good question. You should ask John Kiwi. You know, Mr. Ninja. John Ninja. John Bloons. John's Bloons TD6. Is it the only one that doesn't have an ability so far? Or something? Because I think they should all probably have an ability since all of their paths have abilities. Ninja doesn't? Okay. Well, the ninja needs an ability too. They all need abilities. I think they could somehow make an ability for it, you know? That maybe the Sabo becomes temporarily stronger. I don't know, man. That's all I got. I never said it was a good idea. I said I had an idea. Yeah. We did a... You know, we didn't go that far over time. That's a good question. I want that too. I want glue and sniper paragons. Those are what I want. But no, I'm not doing another. I'm done. We're already slightly over time. It's not my fault that you missed most of it. Heli would be interesting, yeah. But yeah, I am going to be getting off. Nope. I don't care if you demand. I'm getting off for the day. I shall be leaving. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Or whatever. Goodbye. Alright. Made it through the stream. Good job. And as you saw, yeah, we managed to get some chimps done, get some half cash done. Yeah, we used some powers and insta-monkeys and spent some monkey money to stay alive, but I just wanted to get through them. It's not a big deal. I am a casual gamer after all, and I think it's okay to stay super casual about those kinds of things, you know? You don't have to be the best at everything. Alright. Please click the top left if you'd like to watch the full playlist of the Bloons TD6 stream VODs, or please click the top right if you'd like to watch the full playlist of the Wonder Wednesday stream VODs. But yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoyed our content today. Leave a like if you did, a dislike if you didn't, and don't forget, Wonder Wednesday is a variety day, so please feel free to leave a comment down below of a game you'd like to see me play, and I just might. Alright, thank you for watching, and have a good day.